Right guys, and welcome to the Bfw Awards results show. And last week I did ask you guys to vote on each of the categories. I gave the nominees in the YouTube video last week. It might have been over a week ago now, I'm not too sure. I think it was last Tuesday. And I also did put things up on my Instagram story over on my account for you guys to vote, and that's where most of the votes came from. But I have counted every single one, and it took a while to get through, not gonna lie. And I did actually lose some of the votes on some of the some of the final awards because Instagram deleted all the responses after 24 hours. I didn't realize they did that, especially if I saved it in the highlights section on my Instagram, but it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure I got most of them, and there was some clear winners, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the results for most of them, which I'll get into. But we do have, once again, the graphics of these winners made by @not_Johnny over on Instagram. He will also be making my next pay-per-view graphics. The Royal Rumble is next month, hopefully next month anyway, and I cannot wait to get started on that. But yeah, you guys will see the graphics soon enough for those. But yeah, we're going to go into each award. I'm going to let you guys know how many votes each person got, who was close to winning, and what the winner achieved in 2020. And this is kind of, just a bit of fun. They won't get anything out of it. It's just kind of like the Slammies, something like that. So yeah, let's get right into the first award, which is Superstar of the Year. Now, there were 6 options for Superstar of the Year, but of course there was only one clear winner really, and it was, of course, Apollo Crews. I mean, who else could have won this? Started off the year winning the Bfw Royal Rumble from number 1 to number 30, outlasting 29 other men, and then headlining BFW WrestleMania 4, defeating Kenny Omega in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Had some incredible matches over the next few months with the likes of Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins, would eventually drop the title to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Losing to Brock Lesnar, nothing to be ashamed of, gave it all he could, and then was assaulted after SummerSlam, this would have been September, by Batista, and has been hospitalized since then over and over again by the Animal. So, not a great ending to the year of Apollo Crews, but I think the first 8 months or so definitely outweigh the rough final 4 months that he's had. So yeah, congratulations to Apollo Crews, an action figure. I'm giving an award, yes, whatever. Up next, we'll go for Tag Team of the Year, and there was only 4 nominees for this. And yeah, I tried to go with 1 from each brand, but we ended up giving 3 from SmackDown and 1 from Raw. And the winner was the one and only Raw Tag Team, and it was the Young Bucks, who first debuted at WrestleMania, costing Finn Balor the Money in the Bank. So that was very shocking. I don't think a lot of people expected that. And then would go on to the next pay-per-view, Payback, defeat Spike and Soul for the Raw Tag Team Championships, and would capture them instantly and have held them throughout 2020. They've defeated, the teams of AJ Styles and Finn Balor at Battleground. They had a 6-man tag team match alongside Cody at SummerSlam, which they won. They defeated Kenny Omega and Dolph Ziggler at Halloween Havoc, and then the War Machine at Survivor Series. So, incredible year for the Young Bucks. I did forget to say, for Superstar of the Year, Apollo Crews got 99 votes. Adam Cole got 88, so he was quite close. Brock Lesnar got 13 votes. Randy Orton got 26. Pete Dunne got 17, and Roderick Strong got 28. So, Roderick Strong coming in third there. Pretty impressive, but Adam Cole, Superstar of the Year last year, could have won it twice, but Apollo Crews almost hitting that 100 votes mark. And for Tag Team of the Year, the Young Bucks did in fact get 95 of the votes, closely followed by Undisputed Era, last year's Tag Team of the Year, who got 88 final votes. And then the Lucha Bros got 73. They've had a great final 4 months, but again, they haven't been around too long. And FTR got 24 votes, who had a great start to the year, came back with Orton, but haven't managed to capture any gold since then. So yeah, Young Bucks winning Tag Team of the Year. Up next, we have Breakout Star of the Year, and there was another 6 nominees for this, and this was very close. But the winner is Matt Riddle, who debuted at BFW Last Stop to help Keith Lee fight off Sheamus and Cesaro. Would go into a big match at SummerSlam, at WrestleMania, and defeated Paul Heyman, Cesaro, and Sheamus. Would then go into a feud with Johnny Gargano of the Intercontinental Championship, and would eventually capture that belt at SummerSlam, and would hold it all the way until the Christmas special last week, where he'd lost it to Chris Jericho. But he did manage to defeat, Bobby Lashley in that time period at Vengeance, and then Bobby Lashley and Trevor Lee in a fight pit match at Survivor Series. So incredible year for the bro, and he achieved 73 votes, closely followed by Jay White at 68, and then followed by Will Ospreay at 47, Darby Allin at 40, Buddy Murphy at 26, and Gran Metalik at 10. So yeah, Matt Riddle taking the award for Breakout Star of the Year. And this is where it kind of gets fuzzy in terms of how many votes got. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because I did kind of lose it before I managed to count it. But I did see who got the most votes. And we'll do... Which one was it? Let's do Match of the Year. And BFW Match of the Year went to Adam Cole versus Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series, which was the last show I did. And yeah, this was closely followed by Randy Orton Daniel Bryan in the ambulance match. It was very close, but I agree. I think this match was my favourite of the year in terms of story. You know, you had Daniel Bryan trying to let Adam Cole win to keep his place in the Undisputed Era and earn their respect back after he lost their title to Randy Orton for Adam Cole a couple of months ago. And, you know, then Adam Cole's frustration on Randy Orton taking over when he could have just pinned Bryan for the win. He decided to take his anger out on Randy Orton, and that cost him. You know, we had that insane RKO spot off the wall through the announce table. We had Randy Orton in the end counter the Panama Sunrise onto the chair. You guys can go check out this match if you want. I highly recommend. Main event of Survivor Series. And yeah, you know, that the finish with Randy Orton RKOing Bryan onto Cole, not able to break up the pin, Bryan accidentally winning the pin, and then the events that followed the match also played into how the match felt overall for all you guys. So I think that is why it won, and it is fairly recent. So, but yeah, I do think when I went back and watched some of the matches from the Royal Rumble, my posing definitely has improved. You know, if you go watch like Aleister Black Andrade from the Rumble, you know, it was okay at the time. But now I think I've definitely improved. Hopefully in 2021 we can get even better because, you know, always improving. Definitely not anywhere near like complete in terms of, you know, posing or whatever. It changes constantly with practice. And then in relation to that match, we do have Rivalry of the Year, and this goes to the FTRKO / Undisputed Era storyline, which ran from BFW Battleground all the way to Survivor Series. You know, it began with FTRKO destroying the Undisputed Era except Daniel Bryan because he was the weakest link, and they knew Adam Cole would give him the title. But yeah, injured Adam Cole, who was out for months, and then ran over Fish and O'Reilly, punting Kyle O'Reilly right in the skull, writing them out, forcing them to vacate the tag titles, which led to the Lucha Bros winning them eventually, and then the rematch at Survivor Series for those. And then, you know, Randy Orton finally capturing the BFW Championship at SummerSlam, and then defeating Daniel Bryan at Vengeance as well, and at SummerSlam in the ambulance match. And then Adam Cole would return, and then he would be allowed to choose the stipulation for Survivor Series. He made it a triple threat with Bryan for Bryan to help him win, but you know, his retribution took over him, and he wanted to get Randy Orton back, which cost him in the end getting the title back. But yeah, Randy Orton losing the title at Survivor Series to the Undisputed Era. Randy Orton very disappointed in himself that he made that mistake. But yeah, I'm sure he will be after that title again. So that is it for Rivalry of the Year. Then finally, we do have BFW Most Shocking Moment of the Year. And this goes to another award for BFW Survivor Series. And it is the Undisputed Era turning on Daniel Bryan and Andrade cashing in. So it's just all the events post the main event of BFW Survivor Series. You know, Adam Cole was out there with Roderick Strong, the new member, and would hit Daniel Bryan with a last shot, get hit with an end of heartache, and you know, kicking Bryan out of the Undisputed Era essentially. And Bryan was the champion because he won it accidentally, thanks to Orton RKOing him onto Adam Cole for the pin, because Adam Cole was took out with Bryan's knee in the match. The running knee, and this all led to Andrade cashing in. And I think a lot of people did forget Andrade had Money in the Bank briefcase because he wasn't in a lot of matches since then. He did have a few matches with Darby Allin and something else, I don't know, I can't really remember, but yeah, I think a lot of people did forget that he had the briefcase. So him and Vega ran down, cashed in, new BFW champion, closing out 2020. Yeah, there was a lot of other ones in this. Brock Lesnar returning at Battleground, almost won. Will Ospreay debuting, Apollo winning the Rumble. All of them could have won, but I think this one, again, since it was the most recent and stuck in people's heads, I guess, and they did not expect it, especially in the premiere chat. Some people predicted it, you know, but I think the way it went about with, Brian winning the title, I don't think anyone expected him to get it back. So, yeah, that does it for the BFW Awards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, congratulations to the winners who will totally get an award. And this is not just a video. But yeah, thank you to everyone who also voted. All your votes were considered. I went through the YouTube comments. I could have probably done a poll online, which would have been a lot easier. But, I like to overcomplicate things as always. But yeah, and only a couple days left of daily December. I do have some videos planned, so hopefully you guys enjoy them. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.